I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. You guys are just going to have to hold on 1 second because I need a drink to get into this. I'm joking. The cup's empty. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Subscribe for more content, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also enable the notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Now listen, okay, we just need to get straight into this. I feel like I've been procrastinating about this video for so long, for a really long time. Like since last year, I guess I wanted to put this video out, but I just, I took my time. I'm going through the motions. I feel like every person on this planet, if it's fair to say, felt 2020 in some way, shape or form. Let me just reposition myself because I look a bit wonky. Listen, honey, 2020 really tested all of us in ways you couldn't even imagine. And even if somehow it managed to go good for you in the beginning, in the middle, by the end, it all came crashing down. 2020 review, we are talking about love. We are talking about, opportunities. I'm just giving it to you, okay? I'm letting you guys know what my personal review of 2020 was. Now, if you see the light going up and down, I'm really sorry because I'm using the natural light from my bedroom window. So it might fade, it might like brighten up again, but obviously guys, it's not really, look, it's just done it again. Not much I can do about it. So let's just get straight into the tea. Right, where do I start? I guess I'm gonna start with, at the beginning of 2020, I was kind of going through the motions because I felt like I was on a personal journey, and this personal journey involved me rediscovering myself. Now, when I say that, I felt like through the years of 2018, 19, 20, I kind of felt like I lost myself a little bit. Like, when you're in a relationship, you kind of become that, like you two become one, right? It's a partnership. You kind of become one. And I felt like I wasn't myself anymore. I kind of felt like more like the other person than I was myself. And so me realizing this, it was kind of like a process of detoxification and just being able to be in my own space and in around myself and just alone and just be content with that and be happy with that. Like a lot of people, they're not able to be alone. They're not able to spend time alone. They're not able to do things alone. And one thing about me, honey, is I've always been a person that can just get along and just do things. I've never ever like sat around and waited for someone to do something for me, or even if someone has agreed, okay, I'll do this, but they've taken too long. If by 24 hours you haven't completed the task that you've set for yourself, I'm going to get in and I'm going to do it because I know that at least if I do something, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And so I feel like in 2020, that was really like the year of realization. Even though I knew, like internally in my heart and in my spirit and in my head, in my mind, everything, I knew that I wanted to be alone. I knew that I wanted to get back to me because I missed the old me. I feel like in the process of being with someone in a relationship, sometimes, like I said, you can lose yourself. And I felt like I was just becoming too much of that other person. I'll give you guys an example. Situation happened, the way that I would respond to that situation was no longer something that I would do as myself. It was now I was responding to that situation in a way that my ex-partner would respond to it. Do you see what I mean? So I sat myself down one day and I just said to myself, like, this is not you. And when I said that to myself, like, this is not you, I knew it was time to depart that relationship. I was like, enough is enough. And although I said that to myself, it kind of was like fasting. It was really difficult because, in a relationship, although you might care for that person, have feelings for that person, it really was just like, I have to do what's best for me. But at the same time, it was really difficult. It's a bit like when you go on a diet. You want to lose weight. You want to look good. You want, some abs, or you want to look a bit smaller here and there. But when you see that chocolate cake, it's a bit tempting. It's a bit like, give me just a little slice. So for me, it was a lot of that. Mentally, I had to prepare myself. And then obviously we went into the whole lockdown situation. And I feel like in a way, lockdown did help me out of that situation, because a lot of the time I did just want to spend by myself, and did spend just like reflecting on a lot of situations, a lot of things that I would have done differently. Just, I had a lot of me time. I had a lot of time to think and just really get back to myself and just be like, this is now what you need to do. I feel like even though obviously I realized that, I still needed the time to, you know, put those things into place. So even though I became single and I left the situation and I was single for quite some time, I would still feel uncomfortable. Like when someone asked me, are you single?
Are you single?
I would feel like, how do I even ask this? How do I answer this question? That's how I would literally feel like that. And I'd be like, no, I'm not single. I don't know why, but even though I knew I had left and I was now in a different space, I still wasn't ready to kind of confront it and be honest with it, if that makes sense. But now I'm looking for the rooftop. Honey, I'm single. But yeah, it wasn't like that for a long time. And I think only this year I've really come to terms with everything and been like, this is where I stand. Happy with that. More happy now than I was for a while, I guess. Internally, I feel like I'm back to my lively, bubbly self. My friends can see it. My family can see it. And I don't have like this kind of weight on me anymore. Like I'm just kind of like sorry to do that, guys. But if you understand, you know, anyone that's ever been in a relationship, it is literally like a process. So you're literally stripping somebody away from yourself. Like it's you two are like this, and then it's literally like tearing yourself and another person's self, making any sense, apart. So that was a big part of my 2020. But I do feel like possibly mentally, like I checked out of the relationship probably a whole lot longer. Although I haven't spoken to anyone or done anything like that, like, you know, I haven't spoken to anyone new or got into anything new. Like mentally, I had checked out and was just like, it was just the rest of the process that was continuing. And now I'm finally at a stage where I'm just like single. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. No, not really. I'm working on me, I should say. And, you know, apart from the relationship, what else has happened in 2020 is I just was like, it's time to cut off, not just that, but it's time to cut off a lot of people. And so through this process of detoxification, I just chose to cut off and burn a few bridges with a lot of people, just because I felt like I really just needed to be alone. Like I didn't want anybody around me that was going to influence me in this way or that way, or like somebody that had influence on my mood. I just didn't want it in my life. I just wanted it to go away. Like, people might look at me and think it was a selfish thing to do, but in that time, in that moment, in that space, I just needed to be with me, by myself, doing what I need to do in my home, you know, for my physical health, my mental health, and everything, like emotional health, everything. So that was a big part of my 2020, big chunk, just cutting people off. Cut people off. You don't need an excuse. If you feel like that person isn't your vibe anymore, or isn't helping you to elevate and be a better person, it's okay to do those things. Never feel like you have to be like stuck to this person like glue forever because, you know, you've spent some time with them, or you have a child with them, or you were friends since you were 5 years old. No, I'm sorry. Like, people grow apart. People want to do different things. And mentally, for me, that's where I was at. I was checked out of everything. Like, this isn't what I want for myself. I need to go in this direction. Like, you go that way, I go that way. So that was my 2020 relationships and love review. But the other thing I want to say is, I learned quite a lot in terms of business, finance, opportunities. There were a lot of opportunities that presented themselves. Like, say for instance, I would go somewhere and I would run into somebody. Like, it was almost like through this process of me like getting rid of everyone, you know, all the negative energy was gone, and now it was like all this new energy was coming in. Like that, it was like a sign that I really should follow the things that I want to do and go down that path, rather than thinking about, you know, oh, should I change jobs and go into like another 9 to 5 or this and that. So don't get me wrong, obviously I've got that, but at the same time it's like I really need to work on these things, like doing these videos for you guys, like meeting people, like opening up doors and opportunities. And so stuff like that kept happening a lot to me. So it was almost like a sign, like, okay, I should really start paying attention to the things that are gravitating towards me rather than the things that are like. So that's what I started doing. And once I started doing that, a whole lot more opportunities opened up. Every minute, the doors opening. But yeah, that's basically what happened in 2020. And you guys already know I lost a whole bunch of weight. I'm very slim now. I'm very slim and slender. My legs have gone down a lot. Just like my whole body has decreased in size quite a lot. I don't want to show you guys just yet because I still have a long way to go. But I will definitely be doing some workout videos for you guys and also some challenges. So I would like for you to join in from home. So put me on the TV, on the big screen TV, and join in with me while I'm working out. I'd really, really appreciate that. But in the meantime, if you guys want to see some other videos, let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm just going to finish this video off with a 2020 rating, okay? Considering it was probably one of the biggest challenges we faced in a long time, or I've faced in a long time. But then on the other hand, it's like it did help me quite a lot and transition into this place where I'm like happier and myself. So balancing the two, I'm going to give it like a 5 out of 10 because it's a 50-50 for me, honestly. You know, there were some negative aspects like, you know, staying in and stuff like that, not being able to travel. But on the other hand, I'm here today, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm loving everything and everyone. I've gone back to nature, guys, as you can see, look. But yeah, so let me know what you give 2020 out of 10 in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.